SIPROTEC 7SX800. Migration of protection device settings. The SIPROTEC 7SJ602 protection device is connected to the PC. Via the DIGSI4 parameterization software, the configuration files are read into the PC with plug and play, and a PDF file is generated for further processing. This contains information about the hardware, scope of function, settings, and marshalling. How do we proceed now? In the first step, the functions of the old device, here a 7SJ602, are recorded. These serve as the basis for the configuration of the new SIPROTEC 7SX800. With DIGSI5 you can adapt an application template to the required functions of the old device. Missing functions are supplemented via the DIGSI5 device function library. In our example, the 7SJ602 functions are stored in the generated PDF file in blocks 7800 and 1300. In detail, these are: overcurrent time protection with 2 independent stages and 1 dependent time stage, unbalanced load protection, thermal overload protection, instantaneous high current protection, breaker failure protection, and trip circuit supervision. In the next step, we create an adequate SIPROTEC 7SX800 in DIGSI5. For this we need the device designation from the SIPROTEC 5 Compact Universal Protection Device Configurator in the industry mall. We select the variant with 4 binary inputs and 5 binary outputs. Siemens recommends the variant with 14 binary inputs and 11 binary outputs. This allows you to easily process information, such as switch feedback, at a later time. The generated device name is now entered in the DIGSI5 configuration. Since the necessary device functions do not require any additional function points, we select the base button in the next step. You then have the option of selecting a ready-made application template. It makes sense to use the template that comes closest to your application from the legacy device. Last but not least, specify the preferred communication for the 7SX800. In the newly generated protection device, the appropriate names, for example field and device names, are now entered and the range of functions is checked. To do this, let's take another look at the required functions. The functions not included in the application version are inserted into the device by the global DIGSI5 library using drag and drop. In this case, it's the features. I2 counter system protection as an alternative, the function unbalanced load protection from the device 7SJ602, instantaneous high current protection, thermal overload protection, switching fault protection and circuit monitoring with 2 binary inputs. The DIGSI5 Excel plugin is an image of the DIGSI5 parameters in Excel format. It comes with DIGSI5. This allows the parameters to be entered clearly and conveniently. The TX format serves as data exchange between DIGSI5 and DIGSI Excel plugin. By keeping the functionality of the 7SX800 almost the same as the 7SJ602 to be replaced, the data exchange procedure is minimized. With the exception of the converter data in the group power system, of the rated values in the group UI3 phase 1, under the tab General and reference 4% values in the group Circuit Breaker 1, under the tab General, all parameters of the DIGSI Excel plugin are editable. After entering these values, the TX file belonging to the 7SX800 can be exported. Please note that in the export window, under Export Contents, select Export Setting Values Secondary. You can import the TX file created by DIGSI5 by selecting DIGSI5 in the menu in Excel and pressing the Import button. Save your Excel file and check if all parameters of the required functions are available. In the yellow column L of DIGSI Excel plugin, enter the parameters. Settings takeover of the 7SJ602 parameter setting group A. Parameter 1101 rated system frequency you will find preconfigured here. Parameter 1105 primary rated current you will find preconfigured here. Parameter 1106 secondary rated current you will find preconfigured here. The other parameters are to be changed similarly. For the correct parameter input, A detailed expert knowledge of functions and algorithms of old and new equipment is required. Functions and setting instructions can be found in the respective device-related manuals. Further support is available via our hotline or from a Siemens contact person responsible for you. After completing the parameter input, save the data and perform a TX export. They now import the TX data from their new device into their DIGSI 5 project. Then assign the binary inputs, the relay outputs and the LEDs with the DIGSI 5 marshalling matrix. Finally, load configuration from the DIGSI 5 project into the new 7SX800. You can now start with the testing and commissioning work. Test support is provided by our new software SIPROTEC tools and SIPROTEC Digital Twin.